FlightGear 2020.3 is nearing closer to release. In fact, by the time you're watching this video, it might have already been released. Although there are no flashy features like last time, this release does consist of a bunch of little tweaks that make the sim more enjoyable to use. Some of you will be upgrading straight from 2018.3. This is because 2018.3 and 2020.3 are so-called LTS releases, which receive more testing and are thus less likely to crash at the expense of not having the latest features. Quite a few features have been added within these 2 years, which you can see in my video about 2020.1. First things first, I have good news for Linux users because there's now an official app image of FlightGear. This means that you no longer have to depend on the 200 kilobyte per second PPA servers and can torrent the new version. I am still waiting on an official torrent or Z-Sync, wink wink. Now let's open up the sim. There's now a welcome screen that shows when you first start up FlightGear. It's not shy to remind you that this is a passion project that has been running for 2 decades and counting. Now let's pick ourselves a plane. There's a really cute message here telling you that the downloadable planes are waiting for you in the Browse tab. This looks like a small detail, but every YouTube tutorial I found downloaded planes straight from the web server. I made a video a month back to guide people to the Browse tab, but hopefully it's obsolete now that there are hints right in the sim. Same thing applies to the favorites section. The settings section has been reorganized quite a bit. Oh, what's this? Crash reporting? Yup, FlightGear now pays for a crash tracking service to hunt down all those pesky bugs. You can turn it off if you're the kind of person who doesn't like giving out too much information about yourself. It's time to hop into the sim using the new Ctrl F shortcut. Get ready because the settings dialog isn't the only thing that has been rearranged since 6 months ago. The rendering dialog is one of the things which have been changed. The sections have been rearranged quite a bit so that some buttons are in more sensible locations. All the controls here still work the same way, and I've explained all of them in my video on FlightGear's graphics settings. Let's check out the view position dialog. In 2020.1, this used rotary dials. In .3, we have 2 buttons instead. This makes adjusting the outside view distance painfully slow. But hey, we've got an infinite adjustment range. I guess this will be how I'll do orbit shots from this point on, of course with the UFO or some other craft which is better suited for filming. There are also quite a few more little fixes. Terracing is optimized a bit so it downloads less data and reduces the load on our volunteer servers. And some of the textures receives a much needed overhaul. WLRAG is also busy integrating the Garmin 1000 glass cockpit into a C172P so we can fly a modernized version of our favorite default aircraft. Being an LTS release, 2020.3 does not have many flashy new features to show off. However, like Blender 2.9, it's focused on polishing the features we do have and make them shine. The care spent here will make the simulator look more like a professional product rather than an amateur project, so I always appreciate them. And that's the end for this video. I've just crossed 700 subscribers, and I'm very grateful to all of you for watching my videos and forming a little club of flight simulator enthusiasts in the comments. In today's age of clickbait and monetization, what we have managed to form here is really heartwarming. I'll see you again in 2 weeks. Safe flights!